I have had enough of the Spanish Football Federation. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. This is not even the third time this has happened, ladies and gentlemen. I have had enough of the Spanish Football Federation, the Spanish national team, taking Barcelona players, misusing them, and then throwing them back to us for us to deal with the problems, guys. This has gone too far. It was Pedri, then it was Gavi, then it was Ansu, and now they're trying to do the same thing to Lamine Yamal, ladies and gentlemen. I have had it. In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, well, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I am talking about. Lamine Yamal went to the international break, and in Spain's 2 games against Bulgaria and Turkey, by the way, both games in which Lamine Yamal played, Lamine Yamal struggled with back issues in the game against Bulgaria. And after that game, Lamine Yamal there was talks that he wouldn't be playing in the game against Spain, against Turkey. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He did. He played in the game. He played against Turkey and he played very, very well, had an amazing performance. But for many people, especially us Barca fans who knew that he was having back issues before this game, we were sitting there thinking, yo, maybe the back problems is not as bad as we thought it was. We thought that maybe, it's not as serious as it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out it is. Because here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Today, on Sunday, we're out here about to play Valencia later on today. And guess what? Lamine Yamal is not in the squad. He will not be in the team. He did not train with the squad yesterday. And Hansi Flick has basically come out and confirmed that he will not be available for this game and most likely will not be available for the game against Newcastle. And why is that? Well, take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The Spanish national team were fully aware of Lamine Yamal's injury, with constant communications between Barcelona and the national team doctors. Despite Lamine Yamal reportedly in pain, the national team doctors gave him painkiller injections. He still played 79 minutes, even though Barcelona had been assured that he wouldn't play if there were any risk, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, when we had Pedri in 2020, and he was playing for Barcelona, killing it, the Spanish national team decided to play an 18-year-old in every single game in Euro 2020. Not only did they play him in the Euro 2020, they called him up for the Olympic Games. In the 2020-2021 season, Pedri played over 71 games, including every single game for the Spanish national team in the Euros and in the Olympic Games. Due to that, Pedri ended up struggling the next 2.5 seasons with injuries. Why? Because of him being overplayed. Then, ladies and gentlemen, it was Ansu Fati. From the moment Ansu Fati broke into the scene, the Spanish national team kept on playing him over and over and over and over again. He ended up becoming injury prone. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Gavi broke into the scene in 2022. And from the moment Gavi broke into the scene, the Spanish national team kept on playing him game after game after game after game after game after game. Resulting in what? A season and a half ago, he tore his ACL in a Nations League game. And guess what the Spanish national team did, ladies and gentlemen? They threw him back at us. Pedri had injuries, they threw him back at us. Pedri suffered an injury during the Euros. He had an injury in the quarterfinals that took him out of the tournament. Guess what? They threw him back to the Barcelona squad. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Ansu Fati suffered injuries. Look at him now at Monaco. Gavi, he's injured right now because he still is having effects from the ACL injury he had with the national team. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this right here, this is the creme de la creme of all of it, ladies and gentlemen. It has been confirmed. We knew from all of the news outlets who were telling us that Yamal was in discomfort before the game against Turkey. All the news outlets, They were all sitting there saying that Yamal may not play in the game against Turkey. We saw him. He seemed like he was fine. But the talk was always, yo, I thought he had a back issue. If it's a back issue, then that means he's clearly not 100%. Well, guess what? Now we know he's not. This is a big problem. This is becoming a big problem now because the Spanish Football Federation keep taking our best players and they keep overplaying them, playing them while injured, literally risking having these players being out for Barcelona. But do they care? Absolutely not. They just throw these players to us and say, hey, it's not our problem. He's played the 2 games and hey, Barcelona, you guys deal with the mess. I'm tired of it. I've had enough. And at this point, I don't even care, bro. I'm at a point now where I'm like, Laporta, bro, you need to start putting a ban on this. You got to put a ban on this now. We have to put something down, okay? We need to start refusing to let these players go for the national team because you need to assure us. We need assurances from the national team from now on that if our players are not 100%, that they don't get played. Because this is not the first, second, or third time this has happened. In the past 3 years alone. We need action. I need us to be ruthless now. Because this is becoming a problem now. We've just lost Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal is not going to play today. And he probably is not going to play in the Champions League. We don't even know how bad his back injury is. He could be out for even longer than that. Again, we are losing one of our best players, one of our key players to our squad to injury. Thanks to who? Oh, the Spanish national team. It has gone too far. And Laporta, you need to step up now. Because now you have evidence. This is not the first time, second time, or third time they've done this. You now need to take action. You need to take action because you've seen it there. You guys were in contact with their doctors. Their doctors confirmed to you guys that they would not risk him if he wasn't in pain. Clearly, Lamine Yamal is in pain. He must, when he returned to the national team, the doctors must have checked him and realized, yo, this guy is still hurting. Because he didn't train with the squad yesterday. He wasn't in the squad at all. Not good enough. Laporta, Barcelona, we need to make a stand at this point. We need to make a stand and we need to make sure that the Spanish Football Federation now take care of our players because this is becoming a big problem now. We are on the verge of losing our best players, Spanish players, thanks to the national team's incompetence, thanks to the doctors' incompetence. It is not good enough and we need to now step up and do something about this. If not, ladies and gentlemen, we could be at risk of losing Lamine Yamal just like we lost Gavi and just like we lost Pedri in the past. We can't let this happen. This cannot continue. We need to make a stand and we need to make a stand now. Basically. But let me know what you guys are saying in the comment section below. I am absolutely fuming. This news really pissed me off because I've been dealing with this issue. This is not the first time this has happened. We've been having this problem with the national team for the past few seasons. But this is the one where I basically just said, no, screw it. I need to make a video. I need to make a video and we need to step up. Laporta, this is on you. I need you to step up now. You, Laporta, you need to step up and you need to call this out and let them know that this cannot continue. If this is the case, then we're not going to release our players for the next international break. I don't care what kind of war starts. I do not care. Bro, I don't care about the Spanish national team. Okay? I care about Barcelona. Okay? So this is on the federation. This is on everyone who's involved. Get it right. If not, we're going to keep our players from now on. But let me know what you guys are saying in the comment section below. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and yeah, man. Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalonia, and peace, you guys. Take care.